Hello everybody, Jetpack Buddha here. Welcome back to another episode of the Terraria Mage playthrough. Today's episode, I'm not sure what we're going to do because I'm recording this intro part separately because there's solar eclipse, and I thought, you know what? It's a solar eclipse. I should probably show that. It's the first solar eclipse of the series. So, you know, it's kind of important, especially if we get some good loot. Oh, yes, and also, I forgot to mention that I was able to pick up a thing. A hollow key. That's the thing. In fact, I'll pick that up after this eclipse. Anyway, we got a toxic flask, which is a mage weapon. Okay, the toxic flask is actually going to be a very good healing weapon. That is going to be like its main purpose. Why does it have so much defense, that friggin' flying spear? And is it immune to venom as well? Or something? I don't know. There goes the magnet sphere. Not really being too useful. Why is the deadly spear? Why is it like how much? Okay, it has 350 health, but it has like really high defense for some reason. Something that I've never noticed until now. By the way, hi vampire. I might go on to offense for a little bit. Where is everyone, actually? There we go. Okay, I'm slowly getting the hang of... And there's a slightly better toxic flask. Actually, because of the toxic flask's, like, mega damage output... Oh, that's like a chaos maker. Okay. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to, make a series like this. If you want, like, if you want to just basically abuse the Spectre armor's powers, like, just use the Toxic Flask. It works really well for events. Can't say that about some of its other uses, because I haven't had the best experience with, like, any of its other uses. But, you know... Yeah, this thing is just kind of beating up everything. And then if I do this... Oh. I'm just in awe at how, like, surprisingly well this thing can be used if used correctly. In fact, this might actually be a worthy adversary against the Golem, because he's land-based. I mean, it might work against Golem, but I'm not going to say that will. But he's like one of the few land-based enemies. So this thing could pack a punch against him. And we got a Manic Toxic Flask. Thank you, Dr. Manfly, for your hidden talent. Alright, I'm going to cut ahead till something interesting happens, because I have more things to plan in this video. But wow, just... Toxic Flask. Good weapon. Use it if you're using Spectre Armor. If you're not using Spectre Armor, then maybe don't use it. I don't know. Okay, one thing I would like to bring up is that I have realized that there are some other items that are kind of similar to the Toxic Flask, and that on their own they're not that good, but paired with Spectre Armor, they're like really dangerous and good to use. Like the bubble gun. The bubble gun is a very good weapon to use with Spectre Armor, because like it fires a bunch of bubbles, and all those bubbles can either heal you or hurt your enemies. And since, you know, like, this doesn't have any range, so this is legitimately somewhat better at crowd control than like a beam that literally severs through enemies. I'm not sure how that's possible. Alright, well, I might need to use the sever beam on Mothron here. Alright, and it's nighttime. So I'm just finishing off a nail head. And wow. I only got legitimately after I figured out how to utilize the this thing, the Toxic Flask. I don't think I died once, which was why I decided to have the Toxic Flask replace my Magnet Sphere, because the Toxic Flask is just better in like every way. Because like Magnet Sphere, even when like combined with the Spectre Armor, still isn't that good. Meanwhile, the Toxic Flask like just becomes a weapon of mass destruction. So anyway, the next thing I want to do is I got 2 hollow keys from some overnight farming. So it's time to go to the place. Yes, the place. The dungeon, that's what it's called. Thank you, me, for remembering the name of the dungeon. Gee, I wonder where the hollowed chest is. I really have no idea where it could ever possibly be. Is it in here? Wow. Rainbow gun. Which might even be better than the... Okay, it's not as good as... the first thing at repelling enemies, but it's still pretty nice. Might actually... That's rather rude, don't you think? Just invading on someone while they're trying to sort out their inventory. Yeah, so I think it's the Sky Fracture's time to go. Just because it's kind of just a weaker version of this, and also the Rainbow Gun is also very good. So, you know. Alright, I think I'm going to head out of the dungeon, and I'll meet you guys back for whatever I do next, because I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so there ended up being another thing that happened, which is the pirate invasion. Which is kind of unfortunate, because this is the second episode of recording, and I had an idea of what I want to do. Now this recording is going to be even longer, so... Honestly, I'm just going to cut ahead till the end of the pirate invasion. Unless anything, like, super interesting happens, because you've seen me fight pirates before. You've seen the power of the Toxic Flask. I don't need to show this again and again. Actually, hold on. I remember that we got the Rainbow Rod. Which... Yeah, that works pretty nice. Actually, that works very nice for situations like this. Just pierces them. Also, it's the Rainbow Gun, not the Rainbow Rod. Come on. I want to line up a... Oh yeah, that's a good healing shot. Alright, we have 2 cannons down, 1 cannon. Well, 3 cannons down. Can we make it 4? We can make it 4. And the pirate event is over. Went just about as good as I expected it to go. Which is very good. Due to our mystical armor power. We can also craft ourselves some bat wings. That is if we had enough souls of flight. Now, I'll do that later. Not sure why I stuttered there, but sometimes that just happens. Yeah, today's episode we're going to be fighting Golem, I hope. So, I'll meet you guys at the temple. Yeah, I also kind of completely forgot that I picked up a shackle from when I was AFKing for the hollowed key. By the way, I don't think I brought it up, but how I did it was like I like basically did this, then I unplugged my mouse, and basically by unplugging your mouse, it just means that you're constantly auto clicking because like the mouse never gets the computer never gets the signal to stop clicking. So yeah. Ooh, and we got a sitting ducks fishing pole. We have 10 platinum somehow. Wow, that's a lot. Then also some pad thai, because why not? Anyway, so here's the magic cuffs. Increases maximum mana by 20. So what does this do? Oh, it restores mana when damaged, as opposed to increasing the mana regenerate. Ooh, and it's menacing. That definitely looks snazzy. Uh-oh, the corruption is kind of around here. That's a little bit concerning. But, I mean, I don't think it's too concerning. Also, there's a Plantera because, you know what? Let's fight Plantera. Hopefully, we can just absolutely obliterate Plantera with our new Spectre gear. In fact, actually, the Toxic Flask still works pretty well, even without the, just as long as you aim it right, you know? Like, it's a good close-range mage weapon, which is something that isn't really that apparent. Maybe the life drain, but I feel like the life drain, like, not many people, like, use it all that much. And this is, I guess, theoretically, this is, like, an improved life drain, because we can, like, take their, we can, like, get health back from it if we use the right hat, and it is close range. This is, like, anyway, we got a Mystic Leaf Blower. Oh, it's kind of like a Razor Pine. Not even kind of. Yeah, that is very Razor Pine-esque. Leaf Blower's probably gonna place the Meteor Staff. Meteor Staff had a very good run. It lasted us since we got it till like just before Golem. Heck, if I didn't fight Plantera just then, the Meteor Staff would still probably be in our inventory. But now we need to go enter the temple, because it is something that we should probably do if we want to fight Golem. Also, life fruit. Alright, we are entering the jungle. I would have preferred a also, I realize I don't really have any light. Now I have light. Let's get rid of all the pressure plates, because if we don't, they will surely get rid of us. Unless we're careful. Alright, we are in the temple proper. We have 2 power cells. Or might have been more. but I was more focusing on not dying. Maybe I should have focused on not... Maybe I should have focused a little bit more on collecting power cells, but... Can they get out of here? Please. Lizards, can you please get out of here? Alright, I'll be back in a bit. I need to dismantle these traps. Alright, I think I'm ready to do this. It was really painful, like, getting to the lizards and stuff. But we have 2 power cells, so hopefully we can do this. I'm gonna switch to my offensive armor real quick. In fact, actually, if I shoot it from here, then it'll have probably the best effect. Come on. Golem. That was very easy. What hit me there? Oh, and also we got a pickaxe axe. Or pick saw. Okay, and I've successfully dismantled all the traps. We also have a Staff of Earth. Which... I'm not sure what that can replace just yet. But... time for round 2. Yeah, friggin' toxic flask, like, it's just powerful. And if I get low on health like I am right now, I can just switch to my hood, and then I will no longer be low on health. Simple as that. Got an Eye of the Golem. Also, now that we have a pickaxe axe, we can just do this. Imagine if I died to spiders there. Oh, and I forgot all about these loot chests. There's also turns out to be a thing. A life fruit, that's what it's called. So there we go. Life fruit. And a lizard power cell. Just trying to think of what would the meteors... Oh wait, that's the looks very similar to the Staff of Earth. So what should the Staff of Earth replace? Well, it does a lot of damage, that's for sure. I don't know, it seems like... Well, I have barely used my Nimbus Rod, so... I might replace it with that. Just because the pure damage is definitely something that'll help. So yeah. I think, once I teleport to base, I think that's going to be it for this episode. I will see you guys all later, and goodbye.